Christmas. Merry Christmas, everyone. Today on Kababayan Today, we are trying to add some spirits to your holiday cheers. And when I say spirits, it's literally and figuratively. Joining us on the show is a Kababayan pride. As I've heard, you're famous. Have won awards. Devon Espinosa, welcome to Kababayan Today.
Thank you for having me.
And you are called a bartender or a mixologist?
I call myself a bartender. I think that's a big, that word mixologist came into play, I think, around later 2000s or a couple years back. But I like to consider myself a bartender because you know what? When I'm serving you at my bar and I'm talking to you, listening to your problems, making you drinks, cleaning up after your mess, I'm a bartender. Why? Because it's hospitality and I'm serving you. When I'm at my home or developing cocktails, I call myself a mixologist. Why? Because I'm actually in development of a cocktail.
Oh, that makes sense. Nice answer. And hospitality, I like that because that's what we Filipinos are known for, being hospitable.
Absolutely.
You're born and raised here.
Born and raised in LA.
How did you get into bartending?
You know what? I started off as a chef. So when I was 16, my first job was working for executive pastry chef Sherry Yard at Spaggles in Beverly Hills.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I entered myself while I was in high school into a culinary competition and won a full ride to the CIA, which is the Culinary Institute of America in upstate New York. So
You're
I spent
a genius.
8 years. Thank you so much.
So
Young prodigy.
You spent time cooking.
Yeah.
And then you just, what?
I transitioned at 19. You know what? Quick little story. When I was 19 years old, I was serving tables at a restaurant called 23 Broadway in Kingston. And the owner says, Devin, jump behind the bar because one of our bartenders walked out. I go, are you kidding me? I'm only 19. He goes, you can serve in New York at 19. You just can't drink. I go, okay, well, I still don't know how to bartend. He goes, don't worry, I'll train you. But at that time, it was still very esoterical with like store-bought Rose's Lime as well as store-bought sour mix. And as a chef at that time, I just realized things would be so much better with fresh ingredients. And I just dove head first right into that realm, and it stuck with me, and I found my niche in creating cocktails.
So you like cocktails better than food now? Or?
I still love to cook, I still love food, but the thing is for me is that, you know, when you're creating cocktails, you're still being seasonal and thoughtful about your ingredients, as well as you're still being creative. It's just a different medium. And the lucky me, I get to create my items or my products and see the customer actually enjoy it. Whereas a chef, I'm in the back.
Right, exactly. You get to interact with clients more when you're out there.
And that's the best part about bartending and where the hospitality is really able to come in.
Okay, I'm going to put you on the spot here. What's the craziest story you've ever heard from a client?
The craziest story at a bar? You know what, majority of the craziest stories are, well, here's the funniest thing. It's not so much crazy stories, but little things I notice on a psychological basis.
Okay, tell us.
So, you know what, I'll have like a lot of first daters that come to the bar, right? I'll see the girl come in first and they're waiting for their date to arrive. These girls will eat full meals. By the time the guy arrives, I'll just have a salad. You know, that's the best thing. I love it.
So the girls come in first, because I was told when you're going on a date, be a little bit late so that the guy is looking at you when you walk through that door. There's
That's a great thing to do, unless you're hungry.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Unless you're hungry.
And unless you want to conceal your appetite, then that's very smart.
A lot of guys will go into the bar first, waiting for the girl, and take a couple of shots, and then not have a drink while they're with her.
I'll be very honest, though, I can't conceal my appetite for this drink anymore. It smells heavenly here inside the studio, and it smells of mango. What is this?
Yes, so my last visit to the Philippines for my brother's wedding, I noticed that everywhere I went was green mango shakes. So for hashtag LA Loves PI, the fundraiser we did for the typhoon, we actually did it at the restaurant I'm currently at. I'm the beverage director at the Church Key in West Hollywood.
Thank you so much for opening your doors to us. For that
it was
event.
amazing.
And thank you for donating your talent and your time to that event. And this was the drink that you created for that event, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So I basically took the idea of everywhere in the Philippines, everyone drinking green mango shakes, and I just amped it up to adult mode and added some booze to it.
We cannot get green mango here in the States, though, or were you? Are you able to get?
You just got to talk to your purveyor or go to the farmer's market and look for the unripened mangoes.
All right. And so it's going to be a little sour, tangy almost?
Little sour, little tangy, boozed up, as well as a little bit of nutmeg, which will bring it back into the season, which we're in winter now. Christmas,
This is a cocktail for Christmas. So what do we need? Mango, and you did that.
So what I have in here actually is green mangoes, which are unripened mangoes. Grey Goose Appois, which is a pear Grey Goose flavor, as well as a little bit of agave for sweetener, a little lime juice to balance out that agave, and then I'm going to finish it off with a little bit of nutmeg. But as you can tell, I have some bubbling
Yes,
liquid nitrogen
what is that?
here.
It feels like we're in the clouds.
Yeah, liquid nitrogen is essentially a gas, but it evaporates once it hits oxygen. Once it touches oxygen, it evaporates instantly.
What does it do for the drink? Is it just for
It's going to freeze
reasons?
it up. So instead of having ice in a blender and diluting the cocktail,
Exactly.
I'm going to freeze it up with liquid nitrogen, and it's going to instantly turn into almost a sorbet consistency.
All right, show us.
All right, so like I said, I have the green mangoes in here.
So you puree the green mango, right?
Puree the green mango, added the agave, added fresh lime juice, and the Grey Goose Sapa.
Okay.
I'm going to take the liquid nitrogen, which is basically at negative 92 degrees Celsius, and it's going to start to freeze.
Okay.
If I can flip this around for you guys. It's going to start to freeze the liquid instantly.
Looks like magic.
Right?
Oh, my niece would love this. It's
Yeah,
like
and you know,
dry
it's
ice.
super fun.
Right, okay.
Super fun. Of course, there's everything. There's a little bit of you have to have the safety to it.
Okay.
So don't go sticking your fingers in liquid nitrogen for too long unless you want a little bit of you know, blacked out fingertips.
Yeah, okay, all right.
See?
This
Solid
is
shape.
great.
Yeah.
Okay,
It is.
and then...
So as you can already tell, this liquid
so now
is
it's
already
more
turning now into this frozen
thicker,
state.
thicker, right? And you're right, it's almost like a sorbet, consistency of
Absolutely.
a sorbet.
And it's super fun. I mean, especially during summertime, this is something that I can down at the pool all day.
When it's hot, too.
When it's hot, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So this is basically almost done. It's at that really thick consistency that we want.
Right.
And the nice thing about mangoes, it already gives this gelatinous kind of texture.
Okay.
So without even pureeing it too much, it's already quite smooth.
And it's greenish, yellowish. It's
yeah,
so
well that's due to the unripened mangoes.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm just throwing a little liquid nitrogen in our glasses to chill it up.
Okay.
Yeah. And you know what it's got? Liquid nitrogen is super fun at the bar too. It looks scary.
Right.
But
I am a little bit scared.
Yeah,
now.
but once it touches the hands, it kind of evaporates instantly. So it
but
reacts with your body.
Though. It burns a little bit.
It feels that way because it's so ice cold, but it's not leaving mark. It's actually evaporating on your skin.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right.
So now that
Good
this
to know
is all said and done, right?
Okay.
We're gonna go and scoop this out. Here's what we're gonna
need
do.
a scoop? Okay.
No, it's okay.
Spatula?
I got a little spatula. Right?
Okay.
So it's gonna be nice. You're gonna have that nice tartness of the unripened mango.
And then?
And then as well as you're gonna have that agave, as well as the lime juice. And
when
then
do we
base.
add the nutmeg?
That's gonna finish it off.
Okay.
And this can be an amazing summer drink.
Okay.
But once you add that nutmeg, I'm telling you, it brings you right in.
Christmas.
It brings you right into Christmas.
I can't wait to try. You know what? When we return, maybe I'll be lucky enough to try it.
Oh yeah, right.